Hello, guys. Welcome to the first episode of the bonus round. I am your host, the Golf Doc, aka my real name, Brian DeLorge. I post tips, drills, news updates, course vlogs, swing breakdowns, as well as some product reviews. If you aren't following me on my social medias, go hit that up. Go find me, the Golf Doc. I promise your golf game is going to appreciate it. First episode of the podcast. We're going to be learning through this, so bear with me. This podcast is just going to be similar to other golf podcasts, but I am going to try to make an effort to help you, the viewer or the listener, learn something about golf, whether that be a golf rule, a golf tip, a drill, etiquette, whatever. We're going to talk about all that stuff, and hopefully you learn something every episode. Now, we are going to be talking about the golf world. We're going to talk about the PGA Tour. We're going to talk about LIV Golf because it is all over the golfing world news right now. We're going to talk about upcoming tournaments. We're going to talk about past tournaments. We're going to talk about all the news we can. Again, I'm going to touch on some golf etiquette, some golf rules, little tips and drills here and there. And I'm going to do my best to also touch on the YouTube golf arena. And we're going to talk about the news and updates when it comes to YouTube golf, not just the world of golf with the PGA Tour or LIV Golf. We're going to talk about YouTube golf because YouTube golf is growing massively. And this next year, it's going to be huge. Rick Shields has talked about some things. Grant Horvat, Good, Foreplay. They all got stuff up their sleeve. I'm very excited for YouTube golf. I'm hoping that I'm involved in some of this stuff. I'm trying to get my name out there as a YouTube golfer. If you didn't know, I do have a YouTube channel. Go check it out. I do course vlogs. I also do some product reviews as well as swing analysis, and we'll talk about some news and stuff on there as well. But I am a scratch golfer. Current handicap as of today is a 0.0. Just got back from my trip at Torrey Pines South with my dad, but the range was not open. How do you get to Torrey Pines South and the range not be open? It was frustrating to say the least. So we had to just go off the first tee cold, duck hooked my first tee shot. Stay tuned. That video is being edited as we speak, and that one should be released within a week or so. So let's just get right into this. Let's get right into the first episode. Let's talk about the biggest thing in the golf world right now, Jon Rahm to LIV Golf. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Is he a traitor? He went back on his word. You know, he was talking about this time last year how he didn't like the format. And now the rumored 300 million, 600 million, everybody's got their own price, right? $600 million is a lot of money. And the argument I've seen is if someone came to you at your day job and said, hey, I will pay you 100 times what you make right now to do the same thing, but you don't have to work as much. And there's not as much competition. What do you think? A lot of people would take that deal. Jordan Spieth, I think, came out today and said that he thinks Jon Rahm took the deal because he sees two golfing worlds, LIV Golf and PGA Tour, and he decided neither one of these places is a good spot to be. Why not just take the money and go be with one of them? So he took the money. He's now going to be supposedly bringing other PGA Tour players over to be on his team. We'll touch on that real quick. Tony Finau had been rumored to be one of the big names that Jon Rahm was going to be recruiting into his new team with LIV. But as of this episode, right now, Tony Finau just came out and said, I'm staying on the PGA Tour. I'll see you in Hawaii. So Finau is not going to LIV unless he's using I don't know. Maybe he's using it as a bargaining chip and he's trying to get more money. I don't know. But he came out and made an announcement that he's excited for his 10th season on the PGA Tour. He is excited to be defending at 2 tournaments, and he'll see you in Hawaii, meaning the Sony Open. So let me know in the comments also, who do you think is going to go? Now that Tony Finau is probably not going, who do you think is going to be going to LIV Golf with Jon Rahm? It's going to be another big name, top 5 guy. Obviously, we know it's not going to be Rory. I don't think it's going to be someone like Jordan Spieth. Here's my thinking. A lot of Callaway athletes are on LIV Golf right now. Part of Jon Rahm's contract extension to stay with Callaway this last year included equity in Callaway. That way he could make money off of Callaway. Well, the reverse side of that is now Callaway has the opportunity to become a sponsor or main sponsor or promotion, or has the chance to promote Jon Rahm's new LIV Golf team. I have heard secretly, behind closed doors, from unnamed sources, that Callaway has been struggling a bit with, let alone maybe ideas, money, whatever. This would make total sense if Callaway now basically becomes the main sponsor of LIV Golf. Think about how many players are already on LIV Golf that play with Callaway, and think about who might be going with Jon Rahm. One of the biggest names that has been rumored to go to LIV, Xander Schauffele, Callaway. Okay, Patrick Cantlay, I don't believe is Callaway. But one name that I don't think I have heard that I think could possibly go, this is just purely a guess on my part, but it's just a feeling. Watch Sam Burns, another Callaway guy. He's up there in the top 20 somewhere. Really good player, but hasn't really won a lot on the PGA Tour. Sam Burns is a big name. If Sam Burns is offered enough money, I bet you he goes to LIV to join Jon Rahm and possibly Xander Schauffele with this Jon Rahm LIV Golf Tour team. Now, one thing Jon Rahm is also looking for, he's actually called on social media's help. He has no idea what to name this team. So let me know in the comments, what should Jon Rahm's team name be with LIV Golf? Should it be, I mean, you've seen all the memes of the FU Rorys, right? The Jay Monahans, or whatever. Let me know in the comments, what's your pick? What do you think Jon Rahm's name should be for his team with LIV Golf? All right, so we're going to move on to the next topic here. Next topic is going to be Tiger Woods, y'all. It's going to be Tiger Woods. You see, I got my Sunday red on. We're going to talk about Tiger Woods because that man almost lost his leg. I'm a huge Tiger Woods fan, first of all. If you're not, I don't know if you like golf, because the dude is insane, right? Dude almost lost his leg, had multiple surgeries, just walked all 4 days at the Hero, relatively flat course, but before he couldn't make it through 4 days of golf. He was limping around. The fact that he was able to walk all 4 days and was able to shoot reasonably well. I mean, didn't come in last place, which out of 20 players, that's not a big deal, but there was a couple guys that did shoot worse. The defending U.S. Open champion would be one, Wyndham Clark. So Tiger Woods just shot, I think he finished at even par for the week, which is incredible. But as I'm recording this right now, we are on PNC Championship week. Everybody loves the PNC Championship down in Orlando at the Ritz. This week, we got Tiger and Charlie, right? The Master and the Apprentice. The dude, Charlie Woods, is going to be a menace. A lot of people love to hate on him. He's got the best teacher in the world, whatever. Yeah, absolutely, he does. He's also got the money. He's also got the genes. The dude is incredibly stacked for like a 15-year-old, 14-year-old, whatever he is. Dude is pretty muscular. His dad's got him in the gym. His swing, very reminiscent of Rory McIlroy's, which if you wanted to emulate a golf swing, Rory McIlroy is absolutely the golf swing you want to emulate. So this week we got Charlie and Tiger, along with a lot of other big names, John Daly Jr., a lot of big names. So let me know in the comments if you are going to be watching the PNC Championship. I would absolutely love to go to that tournament one year. Orlando's a great place, great weather most of the time if it's not raining, and always wanted to play that course. It actually is available to play to the public. I believe you have to stay on property, but sidetracked. Tiger Woods, Charlie Woods, PNC Championship this week. I'm pumped. Next thing we're going to talk about here, again, we're going to stay with Tiger. Tiger and Nike. There has been chatter that Tiger and Nike are splitting up. Tiger has been with Nike his entire career. I think 27 years, something crazy like that. He had a huge contract. His contract is scheduled to end, I believe, the rumor is, after the PNC Championship. There has been speculation that he's already going with FootJoy. He's been wearing the FootJoys the last year, half a year. He wore them at the Masters. Everybody was kind of speculating that, oh, well, maybe that's better for his ankle. Maybe it's more stability, whatnot. But it looks like he's going to be switching to FootJoy as his golf shoe. He still wears Nike hats. He still wears Nike shirts. But after the PNC Championship, there is real chatter and real rumors, a lot of smoke out there that he is not going to be renewing his contract with Nike. The reason for this is Nike has said that they are basically getting out of the golf business, is what I understand. They stopped making golf balls and golf clubs a few years back. They still made golf clothes, but that was for Tiger Woods. Basically, the only reason they kept making golf clothes, period, was Tiger Woods. Now that he's on the back end of his career, still Tiger Woods, I'm not sure that both parties want to continue the relationship. So Tiger switched to Bridgestone golf balls when they stopped. Tiger has been with TaylorMade irons and woods last couple of years when they stopped making their irons and woods with Nike. So it's going to be interesting to see if he does stick with the FootJoy on his shoes and in what kind of clothing sponsor is he going with. It could be FootJoy. It could be Travis Matthews. Let me know in the comments, who do you think Tiger's going to go with as a sponsor if he does break up with Nike and they do split after a long 27-year agreement? Let me know. What do you think of that? Is that's one of the biggest, probably one of, if not the biggest sponsorship breakups ever. Tiger and Nike is like Jordan and Nike. It's up there, right? So let me know in the comments what you think of that. Real quick, we're going to touch on the golf tip of the day. Golf tip of the day is going to be very simple. If you are running behind and you only have a chance to do about 10 minutes of anything, I highly, highly suggest you go to the putting green. Don't worry about hitting balls. Go straight to the putting green and figure out the speed of the greens, figure out how fast they're going, figure out how the breaks are. The greens are about 40% of your strokes are putts. All right. So a lot of your strokes come on or around the greens. Go straight to the green, figure out the speed of the greens, figure out lag putting, and then get to the first tee, do some stretching, and warm up a few swings, and you should be good to go. Quick little golf rule of the day. We're going to touch on the golf rule today. Did you know that the teeing area is defined as where between the two tee markers and two club links back behind those tee markers? That is the teeing area. You cannot tee the ball up anywhere outside of that area. So if you tee the ball up more than 2 club lengths behind those markers, you are not in the teeing area, and that is a penalty. If you tee it up in front of those tee markers, that is a penalty. The teeing area is from the markers and 2 club lengths back. That is the teeing area where you must tee up your golf ball on every hole. And if you're like the DoD King and you don't use tees, that's fine. You must put your golf ball on the ground in that area and hit your tee shot from that area. Now, real quick, last thing we're going to touch on is the golf ball rollback. Big news this last week that the R&A and the PGA both come together and say that they're going to roll back the golf ball to save the game of golf, which is a bunch of BS, if you ask me. They came out and showed a graph, which I will try to put right here. And basically, it's going to affect even the biggest pros with the highest ball speeds and swing speeds, like less than 10 yards off the tee. It's going to affect the average golfer like 3 yards off the tee. At that point, what is the point? 3 yards? That on your irons is going to cost you maybe 2 to 3 yards. What's the point? Like, you're going to make these golf ball manufacturers change everything they're doing and go back to an older model, basically, of golf ball that they used to make. And you're going to basically tell them that that's what they have to do, but there's no reason to it. So I don't agree with the golf ball rollback. I do somewhat see the point of maybe the pros having a golf ball rollback. That just being, in my mind, it's very similar to college baseball and pro baseball. College baseball has the aluminum bats. You get to the pros, you have to use a wooden bat because the pros are so good that they just hit home runs every single time. That's similar, right? If you have the golf ball that you use in college or as an amateur or whatever, as soon as you turn pro, there's a different golf ball that won't let you hit it 370 yards off the tee, Rory McIlroy. But us amateurs and the everyday golfer, we should not have to abide by any golf ball rollback that the pros have. We should be able to play with whatever golf ball we want. We shouldn't, there's no one regulating that, right? I mean, if the golf ball manufacturers only make one type of golf ball, then yes, obviously we have to use that golf ball. But if we're not playing in a tournament for money, it shouldn't matter what kind of golf ball we play. We could go play with the golf ball from the putt down the street and it doesn't matter, right? Most golfers can't break 90. And that's because golf is an extremely hard game. Extremely hard. I've been playing golf for close to 25 years and I just reached scratch last year. So most golfers, they don't take it as seriously as I do or as other pros do or whatever. And they don't get to that point. They do it as for fun. They do it as a recreational sport, right? They do it to get away and get out and have some fun with the guys. Why are you going to regulate the golf ball that they use? Who cares what they do, right? Make it a pros only, then maybe I'm okay with it. But there should be no reason why an amateur golfer should be regulated on what kind of golf ball he can hit and how far he can hit the golf ball. Who cares? Again, if you're in a tournament, fine. Regulate the golf ball. If it's not a sanctioned tournament, if it's not a tournament, it does not matter what kind of golf ball you use, right? This is just asking for someone to stock up on all these golf balls this year. By the way, this doesn't even take effect for the pros until 2028. That's 5 years. It doesn't take effect for us, which hopefully it never takes effect for us. But if it does, it's not till 2030. That's in 7 years. So a lot can change between now and then. I don't know if this is going to stick. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think this is going to stick? Do you think the rollback on the golf ball is going to stick? Or do you think that there's going to be so much of an uproar from everyone, including pros and amateurs alike, do you feel like there's going to be enough uproar that they're just going to say, never mind? Because I don't personally feel like the golf ball is the problem. It's the drivers and the driver shafts. They are getting lighter and they are getting made where more speed equals more ball speed. And the ball is just going to come off faster no matter what kind of golf ball it is. So I think the club head is the problem. The driver club head is the problem, not the golf ball. Let me know what you think. If you haven't already, be sure to drop a like on the video. It really helps me out. Go check out my actual YouTube. I am just starting this channel, so be sure to hit that subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm probably going to post this on my other channel as well, but this is the bonus round with the Golf Dog. Thanks for tuning in.